A former Michigan State Police detective sergeant is now officially charged in connection with the death of Samuel Sterling.
News 8's Megan Bunchman was in the courtroom.
Emotions ran hot and high today in a Kentwood courtroom as the judge asked both sides of the aisle to keep decorum during the arraignment.
I miss my son a whole lot. That was my baby, so I miss him a whole lot.
The people are alleging that
Retired Michigan State Police Trooper Brian Keeley was arraigned Wednesday.
You committed the following offenses.
As the former detective sergeant faces second-degree murder and involuntary manslaughter charges.
Not guilty to both charges, Your Honor.
In connection to the death of Samuel Sterling, a 25-year-old man who was seen running from police during an attempted arrest last month. He was hit by an unmarked police cruiser and died hours later at an area hospital.
You can't bring him back. No matter how much we go through court, you can't ever bring Samuel back. And I don't wish that on nobody.
Sterling's mom, Andrika Cage, sat in disbelief as she watched Keeley supporters, one after another, file into a Kentwood courtroom.
Disappointed, but I know this is just the beginner. It's just the first step to get justice for my son.
As she and a few close friends and family members wept silently as the judge set Keeley's bond.
Seeing what happened today in this courtroom was a travesty. The judge considered his police record, his work ethic, the fact that he lives in Ottawa County, even though his address was Grand Rapids, but she never took the gravity of the crime. He's been charged with second-degree murder, and he was patted on the wrist out of here on a personal recognizance bond. Is a message to law enforcement that our lives don't matter.
The judge set a $250,000 personal recognizance bond with a probable cause hearing scheduled for June 17th. In the meantime, Sterling's family says a planned Friday protest to the Capitol is set to make sure that their son's name and spirit is kept alive.
Until somebody have to bury their own child, you will never feel my pain.
There were a little more than 100 Keeley supporters in the courtroom, and then an additional courtroom that held overflow space today at his arraignment. You'll hear from them shortly. In the newsroom, I'm Megan Bunchman, News 8.
Other than a few close friends and family members of Samuel Sterling, nearly everyone else there was to support Brian Keeley.
News 8's Brittany Flowers joining us with their thoughts. Brittany?
Sue and Brian, there were close to, if not more than 100 people there for the arraignment, almost all of them standing in solidarity with the former Michigan State Police Detective Sergeant.
This is the deal. The guy was doing his job.
Barry Bussell is one of around 100 people who attended the arraignment of former Michigan State Police Detective Sergeant Brian Keeley. Keeley was part of a Metro Grand Rapids crime task force.
You know, that's a high adrenaline job every day.
Though the Attorney General charged Keeley with murder and involuntary manslaughter, calling his actions legally grossly negligent, Bussell feels differently.
It's unfortunate that somebody died, accidents happen, but I just really thought the charges were really to the extreme.
Bussell doesn't know Keeley personally, but says he has a lot of interaction with law enforcement in the towing business.
Actually, I've been in this business 48 years, and I have watched slowly law enforcement deteriorate with the public because, and I think part of it's social media.
He adds it's upsetting to see how much violence police are navigating day to day.
Today, looking in Grand Rapids, we have 10 and 11-year-old kids hijacking cars, shooting people through the walls of houses. The violence is just out of control, and it appears that the prosecutors and the judges are just against the police.
Matt Spencer, whose son Keegan was hit and killed on the freeway last year, says his heart goes out to both families.
I feel your pain.
Spencer says the man who hit Keegan was charged with a misdemeanor. He says he doesn't understand how two people hitting and killing someone can face such different charges.
These prosecutors, I think they need to know that people are watching what they're doing.
If Keeley is convicted of second-degree murder, he could spend the rest of his life in prison. Involuntary manslaughter carries a sentence of up to 15 years in prison. Sue?